ask you who this nigga on that name?
It's Snowball. You wanna know my name or the name of my horse? You ask me.
That's who the hell you calling Snowball, horse boy? I'll snatch your black ass off that nag down here in the mud so fast.
Today we will hear from outraged Hispanics and Black Americans speaking on how many of the ICE raids agents are mostly sellouts from the Hispanic community. Check it out.
You're gonna use that gun on your people. Shame on you. I hope right now your ancestors are looking at you. Look at you right now, brother. Stand up. Stand up. How did your family get here? My tax money put you in school. You came here without no papers. Now you're an American? Thank you. How the way you pay us back? We love you, brother. Don't forget that. Everybody take a picture of you.
Has anybody ever wondered what kind of childhood these Latino ICE agents had? Because your childhood had to be really fucked up for you to wake up one day and say, let me go terrorize some people that look just like me. Or some people that came to this country the same way your family did. And honestly, I don't even blame them. I blame their parents. Because many Latinos grew up with internalized hate that didn't come from nowhere. It came from their own homes. Some were taught that white was superior and brown was something to fix. That marrying a güero or a güera iba a arreglar la familia. So when I see Latinos enforcing violence against their own people, I don't see power. I see generations of self-hate passed down and never unlearned.
If you're a Latino ICE agent, or just a Latino who supports ICE, just know you are a disgrace to our community. And your mom should have swallowed you. You're not doing any actual work. You're not catching no criminals. You're not protecting anybody. You're going after our street vendors and our construction workers and our farm workers. I hope you can sleep at night knowing that you destroy families and have not learned nothing from history. But don't worry about it. We're not going to forget you. And if you know somebody who's an ICE agent or a family member who is an ICE agent, then you need to bully the shit out of them. Okay? I'm sorry. You're not here to protect and serve, and you're here to terrorize. There's no reason why you should live in peace. Good night.
If you're Mexican or Latino and you're an ICE agent, why did you join? Was it the money? Was it the power? Why would you do that to your own community? You sold your soul to the devil for a couple bucks. That's exactly what you did, and you messed up your karma. Because you know everything you do in life comes back to you, right? Everything you do. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad, it'll come back to you. Of course, if you do something good in life, it comes back to you. If you do something bad, it comes back to you. You're hurting people, you're hurting humans. You're making humans suffer. You're getting paid to hurt people, to hurt innocent people, children. What do you think you're getting out of it? You're getting bad karma and a couple bucks. On top of that, you're a clown. Why would you do that? You're going against your own community. Have you looked in the mirror? What do you see? You will never be American enough, ever, to people. Even your last name. What's your last name? Rosales? Rodriguez? Martinez? You think you're American? They're laughing behind your back, bro. They're laughing behind your back, and you're just getting bad karma. That's how you're doing. You're a damn fool, and eventually this karma will get back to you. Life works in mysterious ways. In very mysterious ways.
Hey, isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that Trump said the majority of ICE agents are Hispanic, Mexican, Latino. And I just want to know what you guys think of that. What do you guys think of that? Because the ICE agents I seen this past Monday were all Latino. I think there was one Caucasian guy. That was it. But they're all Hispanic. Just like Border Patrol. Border Patrol, majority of them are Hispanic, Latinos. Now, what do you guys think of that? Do you think someone that joins the Border Patrol is basically going against their own culture, their own race? And do you think if someone becomes an ICE agent, they're turning their back on their family, their friends? What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I don't want to hear one Mexican or one Latino say anything about black people ever again. You need to look inside of your house because the call is coming from the house. This is an unearthed photo of ICE agents that has surfaced. Latinos deporting Latinos. The call is coming from inside the house. Now I know why. They know where y'all at all the time. They know when y'all going to church. They know when y'all going to court. They know when y'all going grocery shopping. They know when y'all going to work. Because they have Latinos who telling them where y'all at. The call is coming from inside the house. I know black people, y'all always say that black people don't stick together. But I know black people wouldn't be deporting black people to other countries. We might not be together, but we wouldn't do no shit like this, y'all. This are their own people, y'all, proudly smiling about deporting their own people. Now we know where y'all be at. Be chasing y'all down the street. How much you think that making y'all about $75,000 to $100,000? That making some good money according to them smiles on their faces. But I don't want to hear nothing about black people, because we ain't doing this. No, we ain't doing this. But these are y'all own people. Y'all own people. The ones who voted for Trump, the ones who didn't vote for Trump, they coming after all y'all. Look at all them just beautiful smiles on their faces. Latinos for ICE is in effect. So we don't want to hear nothing about black people, what black people doing. Black people ain't doing this. We just watching. But this unearthed photo tell y'all the call is coming from inside the house. Ain't that a bit? That's crazy. They own people.
No, but can we really talk about the amount of Hispanics and people that are not white that are ICE agents? Can we talk about that? Like, I could see if they were ICE agents and they worked undercover to, like, free the people. Like, you pretended to take them in and then you just let them go, right? If you had, like, a mission where there was a truck around the corner that just literally, you were just doing it for the footage that the Dollar Tree dictator and the white supremacy house wants. You know, make it look good, but then I'm releasing them, right? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Because imagine you're a brown person and you're walking the street and they say, we need to take you in because we're ICE. That's how I feel they talk, because they're not qualified, right? And he's like, Hector, is that you? And the whole time, that's Primo. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I mean, you have to arrest your cousin? That's crazy to me. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Am I the only one? Surely not. Surely not.
Trump got on here and pissed the Hispanic community off by saying that half of, or the majority of ICE agents are Hispanic. And it's true though, right? So the Hispanic community are upset and in uproar because the people that are hunting their own people down are brown just like them. It only makes sense though. Most of, not all, but most of the immigrants or the illegal immigrants that are here came from the southern border, right? So wouldn't you think you would need officers and agents to speak their language? Of course they're all or mostly Hispanic. It is what it is. Just take a look at any video, any picture. 8 out of 10 of them are Hispanic. Couple of white guys, one black guy sprinkled in, if that. All right. So that sounds like brown on brown crime to me. All right. So the Hispanic community got a lot of problems on their hands right now. All right. Y'all got to deal with your own, right? Y'all mad at the blacks. Some of you are mad at the blacks. You can't understand why we're not out there fighting against these people with y'all. That's because those are your people. Brown on brown, just like y'all like to claim, oh, black on black crime is so horrible. Well, here goes some brown on brown crime.
Since the 1970s, California, particularly Los Angeles, has seen repeated tension between the Latin and Black American communities, particularly those descended from U.S. slavery, known as freedmen. While mainstream media often frames the Latino and Black communities as natural allies due to shared struggles with poverty and discrimination, historical and grassroots realities tell a more complicated truth. Dating back to the 1950s, the League of United Latin American Citizens, LULAC, the oldest Latino civil rights organization in the U.S., made strategic decisions to distance itself from Black Americans. During the civil rights era, instead of aligning with Black-led movements like the NAACP or SNCC, LULAC sought to elevate the legal status of Latinos by identifying as white in court documents and census classifications. They rejected being grouped with Black people, fearing that association would weaken their quest for inclusion into white America. The organization consistently prioritized assimilation and upward mobility within a white supremacist framework over building a multiracial coalition. Over the decades, freedmen leaders in Los Angeles, such as those from the Black Panther Party and later grassroots activists, tried numerous times to build a meaningful coalition with Latino organizations. From the 1970s into the early 2000s, efforts were made to unite around issues like police brutality, education, labor rights, and gang violence. But these efforts repeatedly failed due to a lack of reciprocal commitment from Latino leadership. Many Latino organizations and community groups, especially in Southern California, either ignored the plight of Black Americans or pursued self-interest without acknowledging the anti-Blackness within their own ranks. The political term Black and Brown Coalition was often used by Latino politicians and advocacy groups to secure support or funding, but rarely followed by actions that genuinely uplifted Black communities. Perhaps the most violent expression of anti-Blackness came not from policy, but from the streets. Beginning in the 1980s and escalating through the 1990s, Mexican gangs in Los Angeles, including Barrio 204, Florencia 13, and the notorious 18th Street Gang, carried out organized campaigns to terrorize and forcibly remove Black families from historically Black neighborhoods such as Watts, Compton, South Central, and Highland Park. These were not random gang conflicts. Federal and city investigations confirmed these were racially motivated hate crimes. Black residents were told they didn't belong, pew-pewette, for simply walking on the sidewalk, and sometimes unalived solely for being Black in a now Latino majority area. This era saw the decline of Black presence in certain areas where they had once been dominant. Many Black families fled to the Inland Empire or out of state altogether, with little to no political or community pushback from Latino leaders on the violence. Racist attitudes weren't limited to gangs. Over decades, several Latino politicians in LA and California have expressed disdain for Black communities. Most notably, the 2022 leaked audio from LA City Council members Nuri Martinez, Gil Cedillo, and Kevin De Leon revealed them mocking Black children, calling them derogatory names, and plotting to weaken Black political power. These weren't fringe figures. They were the elected leadership of the city. Their comments proved that anti-Blackness runs deep in political institutions, even among different Latin ethnic groups. In the police ranks, many Latino officers adopted and enforced the same anti-Black policies and culture long embedded in LAPD, disproportionately targeting Black men with excessive force and racial profiling. These officers often displayed more loyalty to the blue wall than to any notion of Black and Brown solidarity. In recent years, the Latin community has suffered aggressive immigration enforcement actions, especially during the Trump administration. ICE raids have torn apart families and deported people who lived in the U.S. for decades. Many Black observers have called this a form of karmic justice, not out of malice, but as a reminder that when Latin communities chose to align themselves with white supremacy, whether in the form of silence on Black suffering, displacement through gentrification, or political disrespect, those same structures turned on them. Black Americans, especially freedmen, warned for decades that racism does not stop with them. But unity cannot be achieved when one side continuously ignores or participates in the subjugation of the other. Tell me what you think about this topic. Hope you find the information in this video informative. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks for watching.